Hello everyone. Today I figured I would make a quick video for you guys that have Humminbird Helix units because I've used Humminbird forever and I have had this problem a lot. Alright, so you have a Humminbird Helix unit and say one of your buttons isn't working, or maybe a couple, or even if it won't turn on. This is the way to do it. Like this one, this one's brand new, I bought last year. When it came in the mail, actually, the plus minus N view did not work. Did this, fixed it. And like I said, I've had Helixes for a long time, and I've had them where it's doing now what this one is doing. It will not turn on. The power does not work. First, unplug the unit, obviously, and then you're gonna take it out of here. Now you have it off, and you are literally just going to take off all these little screws around the whole thing. So, to take off the screws, it is a little T8 little star wrench here. That's it. Just go around, take all these little guys out. Alright, once you got all those loose, there you go, open it up. Now there are 3 wire clips in here. Okay, you can see that front one. There's one in the back, and there's one back there. Just unclip those. They're really easy. You just pull them out. Just don't wiggle them and go crazy. You don't want to break the dang things. There you go. Now you're done with that. The back side. And also, depending on what size the unit is, you'll have more or less number of screws. This is a 5, but they're all the same. They just go around the outside. Just bigger units have a couple extra screws to keep them in there. Now, you got your circuit board. A lot of times, and you won't even be able to tell, but this circuit board just gets a little off. It'll get a little off kilter, and that causes the push buttons to not actually hit the sensors when you're pushing them. So you need to take this board out of here, which is really easy too. There's 2 screws. One there, another one over here. It's the same size as the cover, so just that T8. And then we're going to grab a little flathead to put on this thing and just pry it up very gingerly. So, little flathead, and you can see these little clips. So here I'm actually pulling one down, and then I'm just going to grab it right here. Just get it over that one and just work your way around. Like I said, just be easy with it because you don't want to crack this thing. So just pull the little tabs back. I'm just pulling them back with my finger. Just getting under the little board with the flathead and just making sure it just pops out of there. You just want to be easy with this sort of stuff. So don't want to go too crazy on it. Now I got like one left. There you go. And just pull that board out of there. So you got it out of there. Now pretty much all I'm going to do is get in there where all the buttons are. I'm just going to push all the buttons, look at them on the back side, make sure like they're straight in there as I push them. I wish I could get this thing out of the way, but you know, just go through all your buttons, make sure they seem fine, make sure none of them are stuck, you know, and just push them nice and straight, nice and easy. Just make sure they should be working. None of them are getting really stuck. They're pushed through good. And you should be good. And then, just put this little circuit board back on. Just make sure you get it snapped in there straight. And all the little snaps. It's nice and flat the whole way around. It's not off kilter anywhere. Push the buttons again. Just kind of make sure they got that little pop. If you have a Humminbird, you know what they feel like when you push them. They got that little pop in and out. Just make sure that's all good. And then, also sometimes these screws will be your culprit too, though. One of them will get a little loose and that'll cause it to go out. But, that is pretty much it. We just put the 2 screws back on, put the back plate back on, plug it in, and it should work. So, once you got all those tight, and all of that, make sure it's all straight, pushed in there right, it doesn't feel all loose and everything. good to go. You can put this cover back on. Just remember, you got your 3 clips to clip in there. They're in a spot. They can only go to, each one just goes to one, so it's pretty easy to know where they go. It's kind of a pain because you don't have like a lot of room, but yeah, it's really not that bad. Just, you know, make sure you get them in there straight. Make sure you're not twisting them around and wiggling them and doing all that stupid stuff, so you don't break these stupid little metal clips. Alright, all 3 of those plugged in. Now, we'll put our little bolts back on. Maybe a tip, I don't know, but do like a cross pattern as you do it. I mean, you probably don't have to. That's just habit for me that I've been working on things for years. Just do a cross pattern, make sure it's evenly tightened, so then, you know, you can make sure it stays watertight. Alright, now that it's all back together, let's plug it in, see if it works. Moment of truth. And it turns on. Look at that. And there you go. It works. Make sure I'm getting some response out of the buttons and everything. Make sure all of them work. And there you have it. Fixed. I'll see you guys on the next one.